Hello and welcome to It Was a Movie. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
And we watched this week The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension from 1984. Second week in a row where he had a long movie title. Running time, 1 hour and 43 minutes. Director W.D. Richter, who actually wrote Big Trouble in Little China, which is substantially better than this. Main cast, Peter Weller as Dr. Buckaroo Banzai, John Lithgow as Dr. Emilio Lazaro / Lord John Warfin, Ellen Barkin as Penny Priddy, Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Sidney Sweeble, or New Jersey, and Christopher Lloyd as John Big Boutte.
Boutte! Boutte!
There's a bunch of other people. One standout is Jonathan Banks, who is Mike in Breaking Bad, and he gets killed by Lazaro in the mental institution.
Yes.
Budget $17 million. Box office $6.3 million. It was a flop.
End of Sherwood Studios.
Oh.
This brought down an entire studio. Now, they didn't say it was the reason, but the studio closed directly after this, so.
I'm pretty sure it's probably a big chunk of what
did not help.
No. This is sort of listed as a cult movie. I don't know what your opinion of this. We haven't talked about it.
I have mixed
yeah, okay. I'm going to give you two major problems I have with this movie, and they're big problems. Yeah, I near the last quarter, I had to put it on 1.25 speed. I just found it so plodding, so just complicated for the sake of complication. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? I don't think they know what type of movie it is. Even now, they probably look back and go, did we make sci-fi, comedy, or satirical stuff? We just came from watching Doctor Strangelove last week, which was a very good satirical look on a theme.
There's actually a parallel between this and that. The end of the world through nuclear war was on offer here, as it was in the last movie, only a bit more obscure.
Yeah, and another movie I sort of put this in comparison with, and it made it seem more crap. Repo Man came out the same year, 1984, and I believe it does a substantially better job at world building. It's very understated, Repo Man, in its sort of plot points. There's no real fun. The problem with this movie is, right, the two problems I have is, one, this movie treats us like we know exactly what's going on and who everybody is and who Dr. Buckaroo Banzai, whatever the fuck his name is, who he is and what his backstory is.
It's obvious who he is, man. He's a brain surgeon, rock star, particle physicist, crime fighter, and something else.
Yeah, but we just jump straight into the movie and we've got his, what do you call them? The Barbers of Hong Kong? I have no clue what the hell they're.
The Hong Kong Cavaliers.
There we go. I don't know how many there are. Even now, I can't remember how many there are. 6, 4,
there's
5.
Of them. There's only 2 or 3 that are memorable, though.
I don't even remember any of them apart from Steve Guttenberg.
Jeff Goldblum, maybe.
Jeff Goldblum. Who is his
and
usual...
Mr. Krabs is there as well.
Who's Mr. Krabs?
Oh, crap. What's his name again?
Doesn't matter. There's too many of them. And I don't know any of them. Jeff Goldblum...
Clancy Brown. Plays Mr. Krabs.
Right. Clancy Brown, yeah. He's done a lot of other stuff as well.
He's done a shed of stuff, yeah.
There's a lot of them. Jeff Goldblum is only memorable because he is Jeff Goldblum and he has this sort of way about him.
The cowboy outfit is quite impressive.
Stands out.
He's good at explaining absolute nonsense scientific terms.
Yeah, no, he's fine. I don't have an issue with his performance whatsoever, but
Peter Weller isn't great.
He's
I
terrible.
have to give you that. He is not great in this.
He's underperforming. He's underacting. He's way too laid back, way too monotone.
He's too cool.
He's way too cool, but I don't get why he's that cool.
He's Buckaroo Banzai, man.
There's no fucking depth to him as a character. I have no clue. The only thing it alludes to is that his wife is dead, and this Penny Priddy looks like his past dead wife.
It's kind of weird because at the end of the movie, look, spoiler here, right? Big spoiler. It's his ex-wife's twin sister.
Is it though?
That's what he says, or so it's alluded to anyway. And it's Penny and Peggy, and it's a bit freaky that he's like, "Oh, you look exactly like my wife. Oh, you're her sister. I think I'm going to get it on with you." That's perfectly normal. It's probably the most normal part of this movie.
I think they go way too hard in trying to make a sort of a multi-layered plot for a shit idea and a very flimsy premise.
There isn't much of a premise. Nothing really holds together. The science is weird.
I don't even understand.
Aliens.
I don't understand what's going on. I have no clue. Right up until today, I was like, I have no clue. 90% of the movie, I thought the Rasta aliens and the red aliens were the same fucking aliens.
They are.
They're not.
They're from Planet 10.
Right.
There's
but
the black
lectroids,
and the red lectroids. The red lectroids are basically space Nazis, and the black lectroids are space Jamaicans.
Yes. I thought the going around the Earth in the spaceship was the white lectroids, and I was wondering why did the Rastafarians
red lectroids? Come on, man.
They were the black whatever. What the fuck? That's ridiculous. And then the confusion was fucking Buckaroo Banzai bullshit gets he gets electrocuted, so now you can see both their real.
He was ionized.
Red electroid. You can see the red electroids, right? And we see both. And it's like, well, who the fuck is who here?
It's a bit confusing for a while.
You love this movie.
I kind of like this movie.
You fucking idiot.
It's a terrible, terrible movie, and it's not going to get a high score. But I was won over by Mr. John Lithgow and his overacting.
Yeah, but he turns up at the start. There's a big gap without him. Then he turns up at the end.
There's not enough of him. I will give you that. More John Lithgow, and this movie would be a lot better. There's a lot of forgettable performances. John Lithgow is outstanding.
I'm only giving ratings for John Lithgow as acting when it comes to acting. So
that's fair enough. Yeah.
Nobody else. Like, I'm just looking through the.
You're not going to give 5 out of 5 for a plot.
It's garbage. The movie, and here's another thing, okay? The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the 8th dimension. He spends 5 minutes in the 8th dimension at the start of the movie, and that's it.
Makes a lot of sense, though, because he drives through a wall.
Just like Back to the Future, where Christopher Lloyd the following year, I think, did.
And he has a flux capacitor type thing with the oscillating. What the fuck was it called? The
transistor
something oscillator.
Or something. Yeah.
Turbocharged oscillator.
Yeah, so when he goes into this 8th dimension, you see a bunch of corpses or I think they're red electroids floating around as they're trapped there. So that's why.
Yeah, prisoners, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a reason why of all that. And then there's a reason why John Lithgow turns from Lizardo into John Worfen. And it's just so much complication. In this type of movie, there shouldn't be complication. Did you find it not complicated? Then maybe I'm just dumb.
I didn't find it complicated, but bits that confused me, I let them go because there's no point trying to make sense of this thing.
I wouldn't mind if it was entertaining. I don't give a shit if it doesn't make any sense. Like Reaper Man didn't make a lot of sense. There's a suitcase of neon gold glowing green in a trunk of a car. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I love it.
And there's a lot of, and we loved the sort of world building. Like there's the canned foods and the food with the description on it.
is vastly superior to this in every way. And like there's night and day. I still enjoyed this, but it's a crap movie. Reaper Man's a good movie. This is awful. But I sometimes enjoy rubbish. This is one of these pieces of rubbish I went, that made me titter.
So you hated it, but you enjoyed it.
I realize that everything in it is absolute rubbish. It doesn't deserve to make me feel good about watching it, but it did. I don't know if that makes a whole heap of sense. The acting's shocking. The plot is non-existent. There is a plot, but it's, as you said, it makes no sense. It's just plot hole after plot hole. None of it lines up. Cinematography is not great. And the soundtrack is, the sound and music, not great either.
So what the fuck did you like about this movie then?
It made me laugh. It was so bad. It's almost a Sharknado style thing. You know, it's a car crash. I think they tried to be better, which kind of detracts a little bit. If they'd leaned a bit more into the campy stupidity of it, instead of being, if they got rid of Peter Weller ruins it a little bit because he's too deadpan, too straight. It doesn't work.
I think Michael Keaton and Tom Hanks were mentioned in the lead role. Maybe it might have changed things, but he doesn't really get, well, maybe it's an over the top performance, not cool and slick. He plays it too cool and too slick to the audience, aka us, where we don't know anything about him. He just is this, hey.
And he delivers some straight lines. The way they're delivered doesn't work. He's not Frank Drebin, you know. He's delivering stupid lines. They should make me laugh. He doesn't manage to do it. John Lithgow makes me laugh. Peter Weller is better off shooting people in the groin as a big metal robot.
Yeah. I think it's a very confusing movie. I think they didn't know what they were doing with it. I think if it's going full zany, it should be full zany, and there shouldn't be these serious sentences being spoken by the lead actor. Like the stupid music bit where he stops the music and points at Pretty Penny or whatever the hell her name is in the crowd. It's just horrendous. And he sings a ballad. It's like, get the fuck on with it. Jesus Christ. Like, it's such a weird moment in the plot. Then it just becomes normal again. Like, it goes from weird to normal. It's like up and down. Like, give me weird on a escalating scale, please. And
he comes out of the line when he's looking directly at her just before he starts singing. Don't forget, no matter where you go, there you are.
It's famous. Like, it's
ridiculous.
This movie is famous.
Delivered. It could be funny. It's not delivered with comedic straightness. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, but if you search up that sentence, Buckaroo Banzai comes up straight. First of all, I think it belonged in Confucianism or something. I think first and foremost, but this movie comes up when you Google this sentence, so that's what it's famous for, I guess. So the premise of the movie is that Buckaroo Banzai is, as you said, this brain surgeon. Yeah, interdimensional explorer and rock musician. And it's not even rock though. But like, he's supposed to be famous and everybody spots him and there's people waiting outside his house, but he's playing in a fucking pub for like 50 people.
Yes, and the guy who's organizing the gigs giving out to him saying, you better be good.
Yeah, weird, right? Doesn't make any sense plot-wise.
Yeah, he's also a comic book character as well. I nearly forgot about that bit.
Well, when I was watching the movie, I thought, oh, okay, it had this air about it where this comic exists in the real world and we should know these characters.
Nope.
It doesn't. They did make a short-lived comic based on this movie. And of course they thought it was so good, they were saying, Buckaroo Banzai will be back in the Agents of Time or something. It's like, nope, no, he won't, because this movie sucks.
What was it? Oh, yes, he was coming back against... He will return in Buckaroo Banzai against the World Crime League. Great title.
Right. Amazing. Yeah. But no,
we'll never get to review it, though. They did make a novel with that title.
I must read it immediately.
Does sound good to me. I think I'll get it in my next read.
Yeah. So basically, you start the movie off, he's doing brain surgery, and he goes straight from that into driving a friggin' Jeep into the
interdimensional jet car.
Yeah.
Which was a Ford 350 with a jet engine stuck on the back.
Stuck in the back. And he has this like black balaclava with silver glasses, looks pretty cool, and he puts on a freaking bandana because he's a Banzai person. He goes into the interdimensional rift and takes back this alien artifact. And
some sort of alien scrotum or something. I don't know. It's unusual, unpleasant little thingy he has in the jar for some reason.
But as you say, that it was a MacGuffin, right? It just doesn't do anything.
No, it just sits there. It goes, look, proof that I went to somewhere else. Haha. See this rock? Yeah, the rock.
It's full of non-matter, and that's where the interdimensional beings live and energy is. This rock here.
Yeah, but also not this rock. Yeah, it's
That's the problem. It's mixing this sort of level of complexity and explanation of science, or maybe hard science.
There's no hard science here, buddy.
There's no hard science. It's a wrong movie to go this far into whatever.
It's gibberish. It's absolute gibberish.
Yeah. And then it's a whole big mishmash. Everybody is on the panel. Even the lady he met last night in the concert.
The girl was attempting to unalive herself the previous night is now on the scientific panel talking to the world's press. And 2 red electrodes.
Yeah, because once Buckaroo gets zapped on stage by whatever, I don't even remember what the fuck happened.
He got zapped by the Jamaican space aliens. To give him a formula. They give him the formula, you know?
Stop explaining stuff to me. I don't care.
The formula doesn't go anywhere.
All I know is that suddenly there's 2 red aliens in the audience. I'm going, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, is one of them Christopher Lloyd? Can't remember.
I believe so, but then you don't really know, because they keep on switching back and forth throughout the entirety of the movie.
Having Christopher Lloyd on screen without having Christopher Lloyd's face is kind of a miss, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind the look of the aliens, the electroids.
I quite like it, actually. It's ridiculously crap. And I like that the Rasta alien they have with him, every time Peter Weller looks at him, he's got his hands like this.
Yeah, they're shaking a lot.
Yeah, I enjoy that because it looks awful. So I enjoy when you lean into the crappiness of something. But I do get the tonal difficulties where sometimes it tries to be more serious, which it probably shouldn't bother.
They don't go full zany.
They should, yes. I would have really enjoyed this movie if they'd gone all the way.
Figure it out and do it. Yeah. I don't think it suits real sci-fi because it's just stupid. So go full zany then. Make Buckaroo Banzai better. Change his fucking name first and foremost, because it sucks. And this movie will never succeed if his name stays the same. Just
I'm okay
change
with the name,
something.
Man. I love the name.
I hate it.
I say get rid of Peter Weller. He's not the right character actor.
Michael Keaton could have done well. I think a young Tom Hanks could have added a bit more gravitas to it, maybe a bit more presence in the execution of the lines.
I think Keaton would have been fantastic because he's able to deliver lines like this, ridiculous lines, keep us almost straight face with a little bit of a wink and a nod. Maybe it would have been a little bit better. Peter Weller's too straight acting. He's trying to be cool in this role, which is a mistake.
Yeah. So in the present day, we have Dr. Emilio Lizardo. We get a flashback when he tried to do what Buckaroo just did, and he gets halfway sucked into the interdimensional, and they do something to him, and they possess him.
The Johns get him.
Yeah, I don't fucking know what happened, but he's possessed by Lord John Warfin, and later on we figure out that a bunch of Johns came into the world, and
as part of the Orson Welles radio broadcast, War of the Worlds, hoax wasn't a hoax. It was all the Johns. And they brainwashed Orson Welles to cover it up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know that's just dropped as an exposition, but in the middle of nowhere, no backup, just this is what happened.
Yeah, his backing singers, the Hong Kong Cavaliers, find this out and they go, oh, okay.
Well, they're all scientists, and rock stars. And ninjas, and
they've got no presence whatsoever. I don't like any of them.
They don't
have anything special about them.
Even Clancy Brown's kind of crap in this, as is Jeff's not great in this either, I'll be honest. Other than his scientific explanations, you almost believe him. Aside from that, he doesn't do much. He just stands there wearing his cowboy outfit. which is fine. Doesn't add much.
Nature finds a way.
Hey.
He didn't say that.
He does not.
But yeah, so let's give props to John Lithgow when he turns into when he's portraying himself possessed by John Warfin or whatever. He's got his.
I love the accent.
He's good. Yeah,
you know where he got the accent from?
No.
He had a tailor doing his suits and stuff in this movie, and he was an Italian chap. So he sat down with him and they just worked on his accent.
Right.
He even got credits for it as his voice coach.
That's nice. That's nice of him to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're all basically looking for this over-truster thingy, and the red electroids are attempting to do it. Then, yeah, he sees the true alien life forms after getting zapped by whatever.
He was ionized.
He was ionized by the...
This makes sense.
Yeah. We have the black electroid emissary now. He comes to their house with a fucking box and gives them...
cake box or something.
Gives them visors.
There's a bow on it.
Got visors so they can see the 3D hologram.
And do these visors look high tech?
No, they look like art.
It's bubble wrap, man. It's great. I love it for its crappiness.
No, I
want more of the stupid, and this was stupid.
It doesn't make me joyous. It doesn't make me
joy.
It does not spark joy. It doesn't give me joy feelings. Yeah, so she's like, sort this out.
Gonna blow the planet up unless you get this John. I was gonna say John Lithgow. It is John Lithgow.
Yeah, Warfin.
John Warfin.
Morphin as Warfin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the movie, really, isn't it?
Pretty much, they prepare to recover the overtruster from because they've kidnapped Penny Pretty, and she's got nothing to do after her unaliving dramatic scene in the concert.
She's just holding on to the oscillating oscillator or whatever it's called.
She's the damsel in distress for the rest of the movie.
And the red lectoids don't cop that she's got it in her handbag. A see-through handbag. It's see-through plastic.
And I think at one point Buckaroo Banzai he's on the phone to them or something. He goes, "They don't realize that she has it." It's like, yeah, we know, we get that. Shut up.
It's not necessary to have that level of exposition.
Yeah, give me exposition on your actual character and who the hell you are instead of just telling me what is obviously obvious. I don't think the blending of comedy and threat or anything works at all. There's no threat. There's no tension.
No,
there isn't. If it's a comedy, I don't expect there to be. But what do you expect us to experience here? What do you expect us to feel at this point in the movie, Mr. Director?
Love towards Buckaroo Banzai?
He's not lovable.
He is not.
I don't like him.
Cack. I love...
He's a shit musician.
John Warfin.
You want to be a red
his
electroid.
Speech about where are we going? Planet 10. When are we going? Soon?
Soon. That was funny. I laughed at that.
That's a good line. That's fantastic.
They're doing a bit of a chant going on. And there's something else. What was it? Yeah, I liked. So I did smile like 3 times. I think it was that. Where are we going? When are we going? Real soon. There was also there was what was it? Oh yeah, there's like a PA announcement as they are attacking the thing. Go, there are monkey boys in the facility. It's like, what the fuck?
That's a great line. I'm sorry, that's a fantastic line. As a warning coming across a klaxon, Yeah.
I might put that as our YouTube title for this episode. There are monkey boys in the facility. Hopefully not, it doesn't get demonetized or whatever.
Well, Sherwood Studios are dead, so they're probably not going to come for it.
There's another thing, I think, when Warfin, they're trying to take off or whatever in the spaceship, and Warfin's just giving grief to Big Booty, but he's such an asshole, and behind him he just goes, he just gives the finger to him behind him. That was funny.
That was very good. Yeah. Yes. I like Big Booty. I like all of the Johns interacting with John Lithgow. John Worfen. I love all of that. If you got rid of the Hong Kong Cavaliers completely, it'd be a way better movie. Way better.
No, I totally agree. Get rid of all the filler. And you've got a dad and his kid comes along as extra characters for the helicopter piloting.
That makes sense. And then you've got the military guy.
What's he doing? What's he doing? I thought he was trying to steal the overthruster as well.
He was
against everybody. Right, he was against everybody.
Problematic to me because he's a child soldier. Like that,
I didn't get into that level of criticism.
It's a bit weird.
At the end of the movie, it totally it's so fucking cringe, horrible the way everybody walks onto the screen over the credits. I hate it so much.
The 80s music video thing, like a victory lap.
And they're all just having smug looks on their faces. And it's like, oh yeah, we'll be back in the next movie.
Hey.
And there's like 20 of them. I'm like, I don't fucking remember any of these people. I remember the helicopter pilot is bringing up the rear, fine. The small kids there, fine. Buckaroo and Penny Pretty and New Jersey. And the rest of the Cavaliers are in there in the middle, and I don't know who you are.
They're all forgettable characters.
And just walk along, like, okay. In a parallel universe, that's a satirical thing, like cheesy, but I don't think it's cheesy. I think they meant it to be serious. It's like, hey, look at all of us. We beat everybody in this movie. We're doing the victory parade. You'll see us again.
The movie.
We are going to be in another movie coming up next because it's going to be a box office smash.
It was a risky choice. Let's just say that. Everything they did in this movie was risky, and it obviously did not pay off because it tanked the studio. Yeah, I respect people for taking chances. They don't always land. This one doesn't land, let's be honest. Even though I enjoyed it, I'm enjoying it for the bloody wrong reasons.
I enjoy bad movies.
It flopped hard for a reason.
Yeah. It didn't hit the sweet spot for me to enjoy the shitness of it. Like, to be honest with you, I hate Batman and Robin, but it was something to pass the time. It was a movie. This was a movie, barely, for me.
To me, this was actually better than Batman and Robin, because that's a high bar to clear.
It's confusing. It's confusing.
It's confusing, yes.
Rate bad movies. But you can enjoy bad movies, and you certainly obviously enjoyed this bad movie. I probably enjoyed this one, or this one less. Like, just bad movie like Hermia and Helena, who just, there's no saving grace whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing there for us to grasp onto and make fun of or whatever. It's just boredom.
There's no good line. This has good lines. This has good moments. There's a lot of crap in the middle, but the good moments are really good, and then the bad moments are really bad. So it's how you.
It's in a nutshell. In a nutshell, it's not full on comedy. It's not full on serious sci-fi. When Lizardo, aka Worfen, is on the screen, it's a comedy because he's putting it up to 11. The problem is that Mr. Weller is not. And the Cavaliers are not putting it up to 11. If he made the Cavaliers specifically and explicitly a different character, which they aren't, like, okay, they're Cavaliers, so make them have different traits. I don't even know why they're a band together or a group together. Why are they on the mission together?
I like when he was recruiting Jeff Goldblum's character, New Jersey. Obviously, he's a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
But can you sing?
Yeah.
It doesn't really dig into this. Like, just goes, can you sing? And he goes, yeah.
I can dance. You're in. Into what, though? He doesn't even perform with them on the stage.
Just tells him, turn up here, I'll pick you up. Fair enough. By the way, I'm going to jailbreak this girl. At the same time, I'm picking you up.
Right.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. It's interesting, actually. During the movie, there was a lot of voices in the background that came through about people just saying stuff. And I thought it was an interesting directorial choice. It was like in a lot of movies, you'll just have a low hum of background voices. But I found in this movie, there was certain scenes where people in the background are saying really clear sentences. And I was like, oh, interesting. Like there was like, when they're going into the house, one of the fans outside was going, that's Buckaroo Banzai. There's a lot of not subliminal, but very low down things. And there's some other clever ones that happened during certain things. I was like, oh, no, that's an interesting choice, but not enough to make me enjoy the movie.
You have to give them credit for trying. They tried really hard in this movie.
Do I?
Just some of their choices were weird. It tries too hard in places. That's my biggest complaint. Peter Weller tries so hard, and the Cavaliers try so hard to be whatever the hell they're supposed to be. And it's flat. They're flat.
And then it's like it's just choice. There's just complications upon the complications. When John Lithgow gets into the thing, like he's making, I think it's Christopher Lloyd, put on this crazy suit, and then he just puts on this crazy suit. I was just like, why are we doing this for? Why are we adding more and more and more and more complications to everything? I think you're right. It's like really just, if they just knuckled down and said, all right, we need to clean this fucking script up and the characters in it. We need to whittle it down to 10 characters most here. John Lithgow, let's pencil him in, hire him for Lizardo. Great. We need to make him go through the entire movie without missing him for like 20, 30 minutes at a time. He can't be in disguise. He can't see him as an alien. Forget about this whole we see them as aliens thing. At some point during the movie,
if you're paying for Christopher Lloyd, you got to see Christopher Lloyd.
Use his rubber face. At some part of the movie, just to make some mechanic happen that they just basically cannot disguise themselves anymore, whatever. Yes. Then have them all as aliens. And so then we can see the masks. They're fun and they work. That's fine. The script, the title of the movie doesn't reflect the script. So change the name of the movie or change the script. Did you want to go into the 8th dimension? No, because it'll pull up your budget by 10 million. Right? Because it looked like Tron in there.
It doesn't add anything. It's 30 seconds and
it's kind of freaky.
Cost half the money.
It's kind of freaky with the bodies floating around. It's like, oh, it's kind of Twilight Zone-esque.
Doesn't do anything for the movie, though.
No,
plot.
But like you can't have the movie set in there. So okay, change this, change the thing, change the entire script or the title of the story, and then make this battle between Lizardo, John Lithgow, and Michael Keaton as we've recast as well. Michael Keaton as not Buckaroo Banzai, Batman. Probably has Batman Banzai.
Yes, I watched that.
Nobody's going to the movies to watch the title of this movie. I forget about 8th
Clearly
Dimension
they
in the
did
title. Just bloody change a lot of good things. Make that John Lithgow, Michael Keaton relationship boom on screen.
Have proper tension. There's very little interaction between the two main characters.
There's none.
There's one bit of torture.
Yeah, and there's no. They don't. What the hell happens at the end? What the hell happens at the end? I can't even remember.
John Lithgow's character screams at him, "I'll see you in hell," and he blows him up with the terminal ship.
You know what the last sentence of this movie is? It annoyed me so much.
What was it?
There's something like, "So what? Big deal," said by one of the aliens. Yeah, exactly. You don't even fucking remember. That's how shit
I thought it was him kissing his dead wife's sister.
No, that happened during the movie.
At the end, where they're chatting in the caravan or something. I don't know. It's a bloody mess.
One of the aliens says a sentence. I wrote it down here just because it was just a stupid line to finish the entire movie off as, and then it rolls into them. Deal. Yeah, they're reacting to something. I don't know. Maybe I'm going insane, but that's what I think. It ends with the alien saying something, and that's what I wrote down. So what? Big deal.
It wasn't Boucher because he was already dead at this point.
No, I think it might have been one of the black Lectroids or something.
The space Jamaicans.
Yeah, maybe the Rastafarians. I could just quickly look at the movie while we're doing ratings, just to make sure I'm not going insane.
I think you might be right.
I think we've mentioned everything that we need to mention here regarding the movie. I've think I've stated everything I need to state regarding its ineptitude.
It's awesomeness.
I think the weaknesses are the complexity of the plot that shouldn't be there at all, because it's
convoluted, unnecessarily so. Yes.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. Okay, I probably can't get this playing on my laptop or my computer. Okay, so let's look at plot ratings, please.
Oh dear, this is not going to be high, is it?
Go, you start while I look up
makes
something.
Absolutely no bloody sense. As you said, mad convoluted, just a lot going on. I would like to give it 1.25.
1.25. Hang on just 1 second. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, it's dense, it's complex, overly complex. I'm going to give it 0.25 because I hated it so much. There's really no reason that it should be.
Kick right in the Buckaroo Banzai right there.
I shouldn't be so lost in such a simple movie, and I'm not that insane. Acting.
High marks for John Lithgow. Virtually nothing for Peter Weller, and the less we say about the Cavaliers, the better. I gotta give it 2.25, just because John Lithgow raises up from the 0 mark.
Say that again. What score?
2.25.
2.25. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I was just looking at. I was just listening to the end of the movie. Yeah, it's so what big deal is the last sentence of the movie. It's stupid and bullshit. It's because they're kissing at the end. It turns to black. They close the curtains.
You're right. Yeah. Now I remember. Because these guys are watching.
Yeah, they're watching over everybody.
Creepy, freaky aliens.
Yeah. Peter Weller sucks for me. John Lithgow just carries the thing. Jeff Goldblum. I like him, the way he delivers lines.
But he's 30 seconds of Jeff Goldblum's not enough.
Christopher Lloyd, I don't even know who he played when the alien head was on, so I'm going to give this 0.5, and that's all for John Lithgow.
It's right in the John Smallberries right there.
Sound brackets track, very synth heavy.
It's the 80s, man.
The musical performance by the Hong Kong Cavaliers is wonderful to behold.
And that solo, so good. Yeah, I'm going to give 0.5 in the music here. It is something.
Yeah, I'm giving 0.25. And direction.
Direction's a mess.
Like the gizmos. Oh, what about when they're walking through the kitchen and there's a melon? Goes, oh, what's that melon there for? Tell you later.
I actually
boring,
like that.
Lazy. Come on.
That was left in intentionally because people weren't reading the dailies, checking the script.
I read that. Yeah.
So that was what would you call it? Malicious compliance, if you will.
Mm.
So it shows you the problems they had on set. If
that was
with the dailies.
That was a meta MacGuffin.
It was a meta MacGuffin. So I kind of like it for that.
Special effects suck. Yeah. Special effects suck. Costumes suck. Alien masks are fine.
I'm big into the alien masks in this. They're awful. And
I would actually buy one of their masks if there was a prop available. There's a shaky Parkinson's hands that he's just constantly. Why is he shaking? Because he's like.
Because he's an alien.
Yeah. Its problem is like people that love this movie and give it 4 or 5 out of 4 and 5 out of 5 will say this is it's kind of as a cult movie because it builds a world, it builds a universe that is interesting, but I don't think so.
It doesn't build a world though. It crams you into the middle of the world without any introduction. So that can be a bit jarring. And then the world itself is
garbage.
Buckaroo being the main part of the world, as this described in this, is kind of boring.
Yeah.
More of the Lectroids. I'm all about the Lectroids. They're great. The humans, garbage.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Thing about Buckaroo is Buckaroo. Buckaroo Banzai is that he has no special qualities about him. There's nothing that I can. If I think about him now, I have nothing to say about him. I don't know.
Shoulder pads.
Yeah, I don't know his personality. I don't know what his special.
Cool.
He doesn't use the intellectual abilities that he has in the plot of solving this mystery.
No.
He's got a little transistor box that the aliens want. That's it. That's his role in the movie. He invented this.
Yeah.
So what does he do apart from saying to the Hong Kong Cavaliers, let's go to the house?
That's pretty much it. It's devoid. He's devoid. If we were to give any credit, that's the satirical part of it. That him being a superhero style character, but with zero substance.
That's
the trope they're trying to invert.
That's okay if you do it that way.
But they don't manage to do it correctly in a humorous fashion. So if that's what they're trying to do, I get it, but they don't get it. They don't nail it. And if you miss even a little bit when you're doing some sort of trope inversion, it crashes, and this crash is bad.
Yeah, he's a nobody. And you know what? I can tell more about Dr. Lizardo than his backstory, because there's a flashback to Dr. Lizardo's role in this movie.
We get to understand he was a scientist, and then he had an Italian accent, and then an alien goes in his head.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
And we see his psych ward room where he's El Duce written on the wall and everything, and lots of stuff. And so we get a little insight into his mind, but then we don't see him for the rest of the movie.
Yes. Not enough.
Don't like it.
Too much Peter Weller, not enough John Lithgow.
0.25.
There are elements I do like. I unlike you.
What did you like?
I like the alien stuff. I like spaceships.
That's what I'm giving. That's what I'm giving 0.25.
They're absolutely awful looking, like chicken nuggets flying around the place.
Yeah, true.
I love that because it's pants.
It's like cordyceps chicken nuggets. They look like.
yeah, fungal growths on a chicken nugget. Yeah. I love it for that. So I'm going to give it a little more. I think the director absolutely spiked the ball thinking he was going to succeed massively here, and he falls flat in his face. So I'll give him 175.
175 for direction. On Metacritic, not too many reviews. Jay Scott in the Globe and Mail Toronto gave it 38. There's a terrific little movie making the rounds, Repo Man, that demonstrates what can be done with vision, no money, and faith in the audience. Buckaroo Banzai demonstrates what can be done with a lot of money, no faith in the audience, and a vision that begins and ends in the cash register.
Yeah.
And that's from 1984. So that's
right, really, isn't it?
Yeah. However, I think there's a retro review by Peter Subsinski at RogerEbert.com. He gave it 100, saying The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai is your typical sci-fi action comedy, rock and roll, kung fu, political satire, neo-western, guys on a mission extravaganza.
Neo-western? Yeah. How is it a neo-western? Am I missing something?
There's a posse.
I suppose. Disagree with him.
I got one thing here in Variety. They give it 50. They said just one sentence I want to pick out. It violates every rule of storytelling and narrative structure in creating a self-contained world of its own. I like that.
Yes. I guess that makes some sense.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look for other stuff now, whatever. Yeah, okay. That is that movie. It was a movie for me. I think it was more of a movie for you.
Yes, I enjoyed it more than you. I didn't hate it, but I realized how crap it is. But I enjoyed it for the bits with John Lithgow. Everything else crap.
Just delete every scene and just have John Lithgow's roles in it.
More of the aliens. More wibbly fingers. More big booty. A lot more big booty.
The alien faces are funny.
Yeah.
I like them. I like the alien faces. They're actually funny. So I wonder in the design prep was like, okay, make the alien faces not serious, a little bit dumb looking. Do that. It's like, yeah, pretty spot on. But the whole movie around the stupid dumb alien faces doesn't cohesively get together with it.
I know. If the movie had just been the aliens having a bit of a civil war, I would have loved it.
On Earth, and then Buckaroo Banzai is not a rocket scientist. He's just some dumbass.
Played by a different actor.
Played by Michael Keaton.
Yeah, then it would have been a fantastic movie.
Yeah, we should rewrite it and not film it ever.
We need $18 million, please, and we'll make this movie happen.
Yeah. All right, whatever platform you're watching or listening to us on, please leave a comment or like or share our episode, and that'd be lovely for you to do so. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Ta-da.